embrace, or rather wrap yourself with, South African brands?
Well, what happened was, the jacket here
Yeah.
is from a South African designer called Tsepo.
Yes, Tapo the jean maker.
The jean maker.
Yes.
Greetings to you, Ntombi
The
and
jean
Ntombi.
guy, right?
Yeah,
So I figured I should just jazz up the jean.
I love it.
So I'm friends with this designer, Marian Fassler.
Yes, I know, Marian.
Yeah. So I gave the jacket to Marian Fassler. I said, just jazz it up for
Do
me.
something.
Yeah, because I saw something at her house at one time.
Yeah.
Which I liked.
Yeah.
I said, I want to have something like this.
Yeah.
So I said, jazz it up a bit. So that's where this whole thing comes from. It's Tsepo and value added by Marian Fassler.
So it's one of a kind.
Right. No, you'll never find it at the store.
Who can't get Kantolagan.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
And what I love about it is it's a creative expression of who you are, you know, a creative mind, someone who has created just an incredible soap opera that was, I think, came out at the right time.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the conceptualization of Generations, right? 1994 was a year that we will never forget as South Africans, even for generations to come.
Yes.
It was a turning point for the country.
Right.
And here comes Generations. What was the intention of the soap opera at the time? What was your mission? And if I were to ask you also, just to add on to my question, was the mission accomplished?
Yes, indeed, it was a mission accomplished, to answer that one. No question about it. And, well, let's just
backtrack a bit.
Backtrack a bit.
Yeah.
So I've been in exile in America for 21 years, and mainly studying there and being a political activist.
Yeah.
And then Mandela gets released.
Yeah.
And then I figure this is time to go home. So around 92, I come back to South Africa. And then my first stop is the SABC, right? So I meet the new black guys who are in charge.
Yes.
Here. So I go up to them and I said, look, I'm a television professional and I'm a writer, and this is what I want to do. So I share with them some story ideas I have, and then they say to me, okay, we'll get back to you. And but they never get back to me.
Oh no!
And then I come back again to South Africa, and then I visit Dr. Gugusha in Dube.
Yes.
And because I realized these guys are playing games with me, and then I go and sit with who was at the time on the board of the CBC.
Yeah.
I went to school with the son of Dr. Gugusha at Morris Isaacson High School.
Yes.
Right. So I see him and I inform him that, look, I've studied TV and I'd like to, I'm talking to the guys at the SABC, but they are giving me problems.
Yeah.
And he says to me, go and see Madalam Patlele. I said, no, man, I've seen him. I want to see his boss, right? So he says, okay. And he sets up a meeting with me, with a guy called Quentin Green.
Yes.
Who at the time was the head of television, right? So I walk into Quentin Green's office, and the first thing out of his mouth is, I want you to write a soap opera for CCV TV.
You're kidding me.
That's the first thing out of his mouth as I enter his office. And I say, yeah, sure. I'll do it. And the thing I don't tell him, Quentin Green, is that I have no idea about writing soaps. That's what I don't tell him that, but you know what I mean. But I have experience in writing cop dramas,
yes,
which is what I was taught by my mentor in LA.
Back when you were in the US.
Yeah, I can write cop dramas. I can do sitcoms. I know how those are written, but I've never written a soap before. My wife is in LA at the time.
Yeah.
So I contacted her and I said, look, you go to that bookstore, buy me 5 books on soap operas, and Federal Express them to me. And she does that. And I study those 5 books cover to cover. At the same time, I'm watching soaps 24/7.
Back to back.
Day of Our Lives, General Hospital, Egoli. I'm watching all these soaps because I want to know the structure of soaps the storylines, how they create characters, how you keep a character over a long running series. The story arc is so it's not so it's a long running thing.
Yes,
it's not a 45-minute drama.
Yeah.
So how do you do all that? So I watch all these soaps, I read all those books, and then at the same time, my younger brother Peter,
yes,
who is a advertising executive, has been for years. He's starting with his friends the first black ad agency in South Africa called Head Boys.
All right.
So
let's pause there because it's going to cut me right now. We need to go to ads.
Cool.
We need to pay the bills.
Cool.
So this is now where the advertising element comes in through your brother.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
So you've done your research, you've read these novels, you're watching like Days of Our Lives back to back, you're doing your research, you're consuming all of this, and there are other external elements that are coming into play as well.
Right.
And then let's go for a short ad break. We will continue with this story.
Okay, cool.
Has your name ever switched from Maash to Smooth Operator? Do you spot a dry elbow from across the field? Then we're looking for you. The new skin hydration coach for Bafana Bafana and Vaseline. Think you've got the tactics to tackle dryness? Then step onto the field. Buy any Vaseline men product, WhatsApp Skin and your till slip to 087 265 9339 and you could be joining Bafana Bafana at the FIFA World Cup 2026. Vaseline is the official sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026. T's and C's apply.
This February, love staying informed. As your day winds down and the evening begins, Primetime News moves to a new home. Weekdays at 6 p.m. The stories that matter, the context you trust, the news that connect you to South Africa and the world. Because loving what you watch also means trusting what you hear. Primetime News airs weeknights at 8 p.m. only on S3. Open up. S3.
Mzansi, a big wave is about to hit as Daily Lotto and Daily Lotto Plus make it rain lots of cash this March with 850,000 Rand in total guaranteed jackpots today. Play now for your chance to make every day double payday. Buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app or cell phone banking. Panda, Pusha, play. Players must be 18 years old to play responsibly. E2 is the proud operator of the National Lottery.
It's 10:23. You're listening to Radio 2000 Our Music, Your Memories. It really does feel like I am in my own home and Mfundi Vundla is sitting right next to me and we're having a cup of tea. Well, we're going to say tea for now, but I think we might just indulge in a glass of wine a bit later on. Mfundi Vundla is joining us in the studio and he is telling us about the conceptualization of generations and all the elements that came into play which birthed generations. So your brother Peter is starting the first ever black advertising agency at the time. You've read all these books, these novels,
right,
to do your research as to how a soap opera is created, is made, how to maintain a character
right,
who is consistent throughout.
Right.
And then Peter is starting this ad agency. How do those two elements
right.
collide?
So I'm close. He's my brother, but
He's your brother,
he's
yes.
a close friend of mine.
Yes.
So I come back here. I re-entered South Africa through him.
Yes.
Because I'd been away for a long time. So I hang with him in the advertising industry scene and everything. So I listen to see them pitching stories to clients, the whole thing. And I see that these advertising people are like really hip-looking people.
They're cool.
They're cool, and it's a very hip environment, right? So I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna set my soap in the advertising industry.
Genius.
So that's how generations came into being.
The rest, as they say, is history.
The rest is history. And of course, like I was lucky enough to collaborate with great talent.
Of course.
And I had a good fellow producer, Frederick Stark, and other writers, and I mean, just stew. And then, of course, again, another thing is that the timing is right because South Africa is opening up. Black people are looking for a better world.
Yeah,
they're looking for their expectations are very high.
Very high.
And I'm saying, and they say, come with us, an aspirational soap. So I go to places in my narrative where people have never been. You understand?
Yeah.
Because a good storyteller is that you have to take the viewer or the reader or whatever to places they've never been. So to excite their curiosity. So, and of course, I figure that in this landscape, I've never seen on television, whether in the US or even here, prosperous black people, beautiful black people,
well-spoken,
intelligent black people. I mean, people who are in touch with themselves, who know where they're going, who are in touch, who are in control of their destiny.
Yeah.
So I said, that's who I'm going to write about in Generations. And I was growing up. When I was growing up, there were people I saw in my community. Older gentleman, Ben Mabuza, who was Phyllis Mabuza Saddle's grandfather.
Yes.
Paul Musaka spoke impeccable English, but was a great businessman as well.
Very cool cat.
As well. Le Solang, Tato Muratsele, who used to be a restaurateur and used to feed Bomandel and others when they were hungry here in Diagonal Street in Joburg.
Yeah.
I mean, those people would have been like Johann Rupert, Oppenheimer, or Lou Dupenar, the people who run Merchant Bank.
Yeah.
Those people could have been any of those people had it not been for apartheid. So I said to myself, I'm going to use those people, take their dreams and make them my dreams and make them the dreams of my characters in Generations. You understand? So, that's what that's the whole thing.
Absolutely incredible. The lines are open, 086 002 479. Joining us in the studio is Mfundi Vundla. He's telling us the story of how Generations was created. Were you aware, maybe let me rephrase that question. When did you realize the impact of Generations? Was it the first year of Generations going on air, or is it something that you later realized, maybe after a decade of the show?
I realized the impact about 2 or 3 years into Generations.
My goodness.
2 or 3 years into it, I realized the impact. The impact was amazing, and that people were like, people just got a time zone for themselves to go home and just watch this thing with themselves or their neighbors or their friends, But just 2-3 years in, and then just being around. I mean, just people recognizing who I was and people telling me in the streets what, talking to people and meeting people and listening to what people are saying, And people are saying that Generations taught me how to decorate my house. I want my daughter to be like a Karabu Muroka or Achi Muroka,
a queen.
Or I want Paul. I want to be like Paul Muroka when I grow up and be in charge of a big business. That sort of thing. And so that's when I realized that the timing was correct.
The timing was impeccable.
And I hit on what they call the zeitgeist, which like everybody was looking for a better future. And the people had high aspirations. And I came in with Generations.
You definitely
with my
did.
Collaborators.
You did.
We did a fantastic job.
There were so many elements that made Generations the sensation that it is, right? And I want to go to the theme song because it was like a bell. When that started, it was like a bell where everybody just went home, went wherever there was a TV and huddled around it and watched this. What was the thinking behind choosing the theme song?
That's part of the production. I don't want to call it a trick, but
it is a trick, and that trick worked.
You have to have an opening which says, hey, wake up.
Yeah.
Stop everything. This is it. This is what's happening now. So a recognizable sing-along,
a catchy tune.
That is saying, hey, stop whatever you're doing. Just kick off your shoes and watch this.
Yeah. I mean, all the elements of Generations were absolutely perfect, from the characters, the storyline, the theme song, and then it all had to change.
Right. But before we even get there, there were also amusing moments. Like for instance, somebody was telling me the other day, or Clement Manyatela was saying to me, in Generations, we learned in Generations, and when you fill a glass with juice, you don't have to fill the whole glass.
Right?
Don't fill the whole. Generations taught us not to fill the whole glass.
Not to fill the whole glass.
Not to fill the whole glass, yeah.
And it became somewhat of a status symbol.
Yeah, don't fill the whole glass, And don't mix your cognac with Coke. Cognac took 10 years to make. You can't mix it with something that took overnight to make.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bit of snobbery, but nevertheless,
we love it.
It's a bit of snobbery, but it's funny. I thought it was.
Yeah.
And so there were those kind of enjoyable moments. I mean, even going into areas like, for instance, gay characters, male gay characters,
yes,
trans characters,
yes,
and then the people who are the gay characters are not, obviously gay-looking people.
Of
they're not. I don't stereotype them.
Yes,
you know what I mean. They're not stereotyped, and so it's the whole stuff about HIV and all of that, the health lessons, and plus the great entertainment. I mean, yeah.
My goodness. You had all the right elements.
All the elements.
All the elements. And even now, I mean, we're in a world of TikTok, we're in the world of Instagram.
Right.
And people, when they look back on Generations, now that they are adults themselves, they're just like, we understand why there was a need for Tsalanang. Because after a stressful, day at work,
right,
you definitely need to go somewhere and have like a drink.
Just a bit of escapism to reboot your health, Yeah.
So it was perfect until you had to change it.
Yeah, and then you had to change it. Yeah,
and you had to change it, and the spin-off. When that decision, when you needed to make that decision, were you scared that all your hard work and this perfect child?
Of course, I was scared.
Oh, I can imagine.
Of course, I was scared. I mean, it was like I was going into unknown territory.
Yeah.
And here it is, my life purpose.
Yes.
My life purpose, it seems, is coming to an end. And look, the 16 actors had genuine grievances.
Yeah.
I won't deny that they were genuine. The SABC was not paying their royalties as it should. You understand? But they wanted me to be the bearer of that fight against the SABC. But it was their fight, not mine. So that's where the problem, that's where the divorce came. Really.
Oh, my goodness.
And it was traumatic. And, I mean, so traumatic for myself, for the viewers, 3 months without Generations. And then I remember, at one time, I had an office not far from here, and I mean, you feel so isolated. And I remember Connie Ferguson came to see me, and she said, you seem to be having a hard time, but I want you to know that I'm with you, and should I help in any way, just call me.
Sure.
And then I called her and Rapulana and reshaped the generations, the legacy.
Yeah. You describe it as a divorce, and I think it's the perfect word to use, because in a divorce, it is very traumatic, and there are also, children that were birthed out of this union, and those children include the audience. Right? So when you did meet with people on the streets, what were they saying to you? Because at the end of the day, you are the one that was embroiled you in this divorce.
Yeah. Well, I remember. I mean, there was no hostility or anything.
Oh man.
There was no hostility. In fact, there was support. I felt like some people thought that they said to me that, you are within your rights to stand up and defend what you built.
Yeah.
So that's the support I got.
Is there still bad blood? Some of the actors?
Well, there's been reconciliation with some of them. Winnie Chaba, I get along well with Winnie, and I get along well with Sophie Ndaba.
Yeah.
And those two are the ones who stand out in terms of
the reconciliation.
The reconciliation, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
You brought some songs for us to enjoy.
Yeah.
We played Brenda Fassie Weekend Special.
Right.
I'm about to play Bongo Muffin Tati Skupu.
Okay, cool.
Why did you request that song?
Well, it's a fun song.
It's a fun song.
It's a fun song, isn't it? And I like that Zimbabwean dude with the...
Jasid.
Yeah, Jasid with the rap. With his Zimbabwe rap,
That's the song we're going to play now. We're going to play that song right now. Baba, we're going to continue just, keeping you for the next... we're going to let you go at around 11 o'clock. We're also going to open up the lines as well.
Okay,
so
cool.
you can speak to the people that you've changed, you've shaped, you've inspired when you created aspirational TV.
Okay.
That is Generation, which I think birthed shows like Top Billing as well, because we could... dream big because we saw it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I birthed all the soaps that came afterwards.
You did.
Yeah, I opened the door.
You did.
When I opened the door, I didn't slam it shut.
No,
I opened it. Other guys came in.
Genani.
There's fun. There's a party here.
And a party would not be a party without Bongo Muffin Tati Skupu.
Yeah.
sila kgaka senwa moro mpuru o faretse mmangwana o fara phapana nna ke motlana ga ke itse sepe botlhogo putswa ba lekile ga re tela ntshupetso tlhoka la tsela e motsopo di naka tsa tlholo tsela khopo se ja mephato e tsile le tsholo bo morwa lo se le dirwa fela tarantella. I give right back like a tarantula. Listen to Kapi Sirapa Resi, Kubuabo Seti, Balela Seana Marina, Kubuabo Hosi. Libosi Mamba Ipala Mabalangwe, Bomanke Maizana Flope like the Komaru.
That is cool. That is cool. Os pais os velhos. Esos velhos fala mais pexo usa. Usa o bumnando mulap. That is cool. That is cool. Os pais os velhos. Esos velhos fala mais pexo usa. Uza ubumnando mulap. That is cool. That is cool. Os pais os velhos. Esos velhos fala mais pexo uza. Uza ubumnando mulap. Yo, that is Gugu is Wamdara. That is Gugu is what the mama, Tina Siaki and Goma. And now we style just rough like so. And now we part and tight like so. And now we style versatile like so. The mama, that is Gugu is Wamdara. Niti ho, Osanawe, Utat is Gugu Wema, West Gugu Wema, Uzo Uzwa Kuti like I see Shayagajani.
This February, love the shows that keep you guessing. Every case tells a story. Every clue brings you closer to the truth. From shocking twists to unforgettable investigations, Homicide returns with seasons 3 and 4, where justice is hard-won and nothing is ever simple. Because loving what you watch sometimes means leaning into the darkness. Homicide seasons 3 and 4, weekdays at 12 p.m. only on S3. Open up. S3.
Reconnect with your routine anytime, anywhere. Get a mobile internet gold plan now with a bonus 10 gigs of data. That's a total of 25 gigs of anytime data to use anywhere. All for just $179 per month for 24 months. Plus add a 4G pocket router for just 20 Rand extra per month. Don't miss out. Visit an MTN store or mtn.co.za now. T's and C's apply. Today, we make moves. MTN.
Good morning, Sisi Ntombi, guys. Morning, the Honorable Mr. Vundla. My name is Lesego Leon Dikobe. I actually have 2 questions for you, sir. The first one is simple. What is your favorite current telenovela on SABC1? And then the second one is that what is your advice to the aspiring young upcoming producers in SA? Thank you.
Sawubona sesintombi lapho nababe Mvundla lapho. Hey, ngiyambongisa manje baba, ngiyambongisa kakhulu. Ya ulichawe so ufananiswa ne-icon South Africa. Ulichawe kakhulu. Uyathi kumnazi njani ukuthi umuntu abongwe asaphila? Ngithi hayi ngiyakubongisa mani babe wethu eSouth Africa. Mandla Themba ngisembombela.
Morning Ntombi, morning Tate Mfundi Vundla. One of the greatest. Wena in my eyes uthola lentate Duma kaNdlovu, uthola lentate Sexinda. Both I had the privilege to meet them, and Tate Duma kaNdlovu had the privilege to audition for him. So Kyalelebo Matema, you've raised the flag up high in the sky, Ultamalaka. And then you are looking right in front of a lady. Oilo Ranking has taken the baton from you guys and is shining on a daily basis. So Kirikia Lebo Altama, you've done your work. Ntombi, fly with it, my dear sister. Kia orata Luena, kia orata Altama. Ithabo Skonberg in Canada. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Ntombi. Yeah, what's about it? I don't know how I put up this crown egg. I put up a drum for the king that you have there. Most of the guys that worked under his leadership, they went there as the actors. But look at them now where they are. I don't believe Ntatemo. He was like saying, "Ebandi actor fella and ends here." Maybe in some he can maybe say, or Baba Mbaki for the advice how they can go on and doing other things. Or how can not they end feel like Jay being the actors? How can they continue? Because they fell in love acting, but now they wanted more. So I believe maybe he was the mentor to some to where they are now currently. I don't know.
Ntombi, you have a legend in studio today. Ngiyamuzo Ubaba Mfundi is speaking about a catchy tune. When the time of real song ringtones came for cell phones, I downloaded the Generations jingle and I use it for my ringtone for the longest of time. I still remember it. If you can find it, please play it for us.
Good morning, Ntombi, and good morning to Mfundi Vundla. Ntombi, if you can please pass through this question to him for me. I'm one person who thinks that I can do well in acting, though I haven't done anything that has to do with acting yet and whatnot. But I want to be in acting, so I want to know if it's possible to break through from just a raw talent and go through into the industry.
All right, so I've got you've heard all those voice notes.
With the last one.
Let's start with the last one. From raw talent to, that transition to mainstream actor. Is it possible? Have you seen it done?
Yes, it's possible. I mean, there are people who become great painters and they're self-taught. Great photographers and they're self-taught. And musicians who are self-taught, who never went to music school. There are those situations. And as regards acting, my advice is that if you're in Joburg, go to the Market Theatre there, at the lab there. Go to the lab there. There are people that will teach you how to act there.
Yeah.
And John Garnier's got an academy of actors there.
He does.
Go there. And but the lab at the Market Theatre there, that's the place to go. They'll put you in you'll meet other people like you who are raw like you, and if you've got talent, then you keep on going.
Fantastic. Another one, advice to producers. What makes a good producer?
Well, what makes a good producer is to have good management skills, and you have to read a lot. You have to be informed. And you have to be a flexible person, and you have to love stories. You have to love TV. If you don't love TV, forget it.
Yeah.
If you go into being a producer, think you're going to make it's for the money, forget it. You must, first of all, you must love it. You must love TV.
Yeah.
You see, I love TV in Ntombi. I watch TV every day in my life. I've watched TV. I mean, you have to. Otherwise, what's the purpose? It's like people saying that, I used to be an actor in the Sunday school drama. I think, can I come to Generations? And I said, no, that's not that simple. This is a profession. This is a craft. You don't wake up one day and say, I think I can be an accountant.
Yeah.
Yes. You never wake up like, I think I'll be a lawyer. So why do you think you can somewhere be
an actor overnight.
A producer.
Or producer as well overnight.
Yeah. It's really disrespecting the craft.
Yeah.
You are really approaching it with disrespect. You know, so yeah, no, this is something to be studied.
Sure. The other question, your favorite telenovela currently?
Generations.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah. We are going to go for a short ad break. When we come back, we need to talk about your play.
Okay.
Because theatre, as you say, is your first love.
Indeed.
Your first love. And so there is a play out, and I will definitely see it because you invited me. So I'm really looking forward to it. But you need to tell us about what brought you back to theatre. And we'll have that conversation after the ad.
Cool.
Clientele is here to safeguard you and your family with compassion because life happens. Be part of a family that truly cares. Our funeral dignity plans have helped South Africans bury their loved ones with dignity for more than 30 years. Let us help you create a meaningful tribute that honors your life and those of your loved ones. We pay out within 24 hours and you will get double accident cover with a Clientele funeral plan. Our plans are affordable. Pick the option that suits your needs. It's easy to apply. No medical examinations and no paperwork. SMS Radio 2000 to 45538. That's 45538. Clientele Life is an authorized FSP and licensed life insurer. T's and C's online. Standard rates apply.
Away, Johnny Klein here. Get ready for a new drama only on SABC2 and don't miss Paradise starting 23 February 2026 at 7 p.m. Love in every beat, the pulse of SA.
More than 5,700 cases of cervical cancer are reported in South Africa each year. Sadly, more than 3,000 women in our country die from this disease annually. But there is hope. We have intensified the war against this deadly disease. Over the past few years, more than 3.6 million girls have benefited from the HPV vaccination program that protects them from cervical cancer. We are accelerating this program to ensure that millions more of our young girls are protected from this preventable disease. The success of this campaign depends on collaboration among all stakeholders, especially parents and caregivers who are required to give consent for their daughter to participate in the vaccination program. For more information, visit your nearest healthcare facility. This message is brought to you by the National Department of Health.
Absolutely nostalgic, genius, and to now know the story behind the Generations theme just makes it even more valuable. Like now I'm like, I get it. I get it. And mission accomplished, sir.
Indeed.
Mission accomplished.
Yes, indeed.
Let's talk about your first love. Theatre.
Yeah.
You've always been a theatre guy.
Yes.
Even though we know you as a TV producer, but theatre's your first love.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. I started off in theatre with Joe Mafela.
Wow.
Yeah. Me and my brother again, Peter, we used to be technical theatre people. We used to do lights and things like that. But Joe was our actor. So Joe used to act and stuff, and we used to do the lights on the stage and stuff. So I started off with Joe there. So that was my relationship with my friend Joe.
Yeah.
And then the next thing is that at university I studied drama, the Shakespeare's and all of that. And then when I got into exile, I wrote a number of plays. I committed to being a writer in 1975.
Wow.
And I wrote my first play then. And then my next play was in 1981. And after that, I wrote a play in 1983. And the 1983 play is the one where I transitioned to television. I was discovered there by somebody who asked me, do you want to work in TV? I said, yes, I want to work in TV, but I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
And he says, well, my husband knows somebody there. And I got a call from my house from a guy called David Milch.
Yes.
In Los Angeles.
Yes.
Now, David Milch did Hill Street Blues, NYPD Blue.
What?
Deadwood. And I mean, he's one of the iconic TV people there. And so I got a call there. He said, okay, when you're in next Los Angeles, but I'm divesting.
Yeah.
But then I went to TV. But the theater there, so I feel right now, like I felt like I've been feeling like this for a long time, like 2 years or so. That I've already spent a lot in TV and film and things like that. I want to do. There's a play inside me which calls for me to
birth it.
To birth it.
Yeah.
And what really spurred it, I got really sick in 2022.
Yeah.
I got cancer. And then but I recovered from the cancer.
Thank God.
And then I said to myself that I'm going to write a story about which is going to take on my play. I have a section where I deal with my treatment in cancer and all of that. And I have another section. Now, the thing, Man with No Surname is indoor thing and a
yeah.
You know, agana stool. Ufuni stool. He's looking for a place to belong.
Yeah, an identity of some sort.
Of some sort. He wants to belong.
Yeah.
He grew up amongst the Mtimkulus. But he's not really a Mtimkulu because he and his mother came to my grandfather's homestead and became my grandfather's second wife. So, Yena is what is called Isizananina.
Yes.
The grandfather never performed
the ritual
to make him
absorb him into the family. Yes.
Right. Neither did the father. He talked to the father, the one he grew up with, my father, the one he grew up with. But my father died before the thing could be done.
Yes.
So I'm there, right? So he's come to visit me, and he says, "You're the eldest son of the man I grew up with. So it's on you.
The onus is now on you to perform these rituals.
Slaughter a bull.
Yes.
And I refuse. And I say to him, no. And he says, no, wash me off this slur. This is ananina. Wash me off that thing. You know, of that thing. And he says, no, I can't do it. He says, because, you must go back to where your umbilical cord was buried.
Yes.
That's where your surname is. That's where your Istakazelo is. That's where it is.
Sure. So the play is called A Man with No Surname. When is it and where does the play premiere? Because I'm going to be there.
March 27th.
March 27th.
To the 12th of April.
Where?
At the Joburg Theatre.
At the Joburg Theatre.
Yes.
Baba, it has been an absolute pleasure and a delight to have you in the studio. It's definitely a highlight of my radio career.
Thank you.
Gyabonga, thank you for agreeing to come to Radio 2000.
No, I enjoyed it.
I know you don't do interviews.
No, I enjoy the discussion. Yeah.
But I definitely enjoyed you as a guest as well.
Yeah.
Big shot ne carrot cake in Jack
Yeah, no, it's okay. We'll do it some other time.
And thank you so much for the invitation. I'll definitely see the play, A Man with No Surname.
Okay, cool.
Siyabonga Baba,
okay,
thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, there you go. We are definitely going to make this interview available on our website, www.radio2000.co.za. It's Mfundi Vundla, my dream guest. I'm still shaking, a little bit in disbelief. I'm definitely going to take pictures to mark this moment of my radio career. And I'm so grateful that he came to the studio and told us the stories that he shared with us, because now we will learn to appreciate generations as well as generations, the legacy, a little bit better, because we know what went behind the creation. It brings us to 11 o'clock exactly. Let's find out what's happening around the world. It's news time.
SABC News. Independent and impartial.
Thank you very much, Sister Ntombi. The top stories this hour. Karim wants the Madlanga testimony to be in camera, and a fire at a taxi rank on the Cape Flats. With the news this hour, ke Mudupi Makhalemele. Hola. Northwest businessman Suleiman Karim's legal counsel has brought an application before the Madlanga Commission to have his testimony heard in camera. He is set to appear before the Commission on Monday and Tuesday next week. Advocate Camille Prechmid has argued that Karim has been subjected to death threats. He has argued that Karim will be prejudiced if his testimony is heard in a public session.
If this live television camera is on at the moment and it's being broadcast to the public, then actually my application for an in-camera hearing is potentially rendered moot, because the same people who are threatening my client even before he comes and gives the substantive evidence now know what he's attempting to do. And so, with all due respect, I don't even know if there's any point in proceeding with the in-camera application, although my attorney might kick me if I say